Hi, I'm Sophie Mudd and welcome back to my OFTV. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 things I can't live without. So we're here in my house and the first things first, I can't live without chocolate chip cookies. So we're starting with this, and this is actually the last one. I think I actually have a chocolate chip cookie addiction. I'm not even being funny right now. So I was eating so many chocolate chip cookies a day, I was like, I have to find one that's maybe not as sugary since I'm eating so many. So I found these from Simple Mills, and they have more clean ingredients in them. Instead of having like 50 ingredients, they have like 10, and they taste just as good as a regular chocolate chip cookie. So I go through a box of these probably every 3 days, and they're the best. This is a picture of my grandma and I from when I was in kindergarten. I actually remember this day very well. My grandma passed away about 2 years ago, and we were really close, so I always keep this picture next to my bed, and I like to think she's like watching over me. She's my guardian angel, and yeah, this picture is really special to me. Another product I can't live without is my perfume, so I like to mix these two. This is the Gucci Bloom. This, I actually have no idea what it's called. I got it on a trip to Turkey a couple years ago, and I always like to find a new, fun, fresh scent when I go on vacation, because every time I spray it, it just brings me back to the trip. And I feel like airports always have perfumes. So when you're bored at the airport, you just go and you buy another perfume, and then you're back on your trip. Another product I absolutely cannot live without is my Laneige lip mask. I hate having crusty lips. It's something that bothers me so much. I don't like looking at them. I don't like having them. So this is the vanilla mask. I have, I think, all the flavors, but this one I like because it's clear and it just... Another thing I absolutely cannot live without are my electronics. So first thing is my Canon G7X. I take my OF content on here. I take my Instagram photos on here. I shoot my vlogs on here. So this is my job. I cannot live without her. I think it's one of the best cameras on the market, and I take literally all my content on here. Sometimes I even will just leave my phone at home and then take the camera with me. So next thing we have is my computer, which is looking a little bit rough. If you guys watched my Sunny Angels video, this is a Sunny Angel that had came off that I haven't put back on. It was actually a deer once, and she was really cute, but now she's kind of spooky. You know, we just had Halloween. Also, this was a sticker that came off and I never cleaned it. But obviously I need my computer to talk to you, order clothes, watch YouTube videos, and I do everything on this computer, so I cannot live without it. Next thing is my journal. My grandpa actually painted this and had it made into a journal, so that's really cool. I plan all my content, all my YouTube videos, OF content. I write literally everything in here. Daily affirmations. I like to write in here a lot when I'm on the airplane and just kind of like free write, so it's something nice to look back at. I've actually been journaling since I was really young, and sometimes I look back at things and it's cool to see all the things we were feeling at the time, good or bad, and yeah, I think journals are really important. I got this ring in Japan. It's a ruby, which is my birthstone, and I think it's really fun to get jewelry on trips because, again, you'll always remember where you got it, and I think it's really nice when jewelry has a story behind it, and then one day when you pass it down to your family, it's really cool. And this ring is also 80 years old. It was a vintage Japanese ring, so I always wonder who had this ring before me and like what the history was, so I like that it's kind of a historical piece as well. So the last two items are upstairs, so let's go. Okay, so now we're upstairs in my game room where I keep this plant because I feel like the lighting hits it the best in here. My grandma, who I showed you guys in the picture frame, actually gave me this plant many years ago, and it's the only plant I've ever been able to keep alive for a long time. And I feel like as long as I have this plant, a part of her is always with me, and my dream one day is, when I have a backyard, to plant this tree and let it get really big because I think it could only grow as big as the space that it's in. So I'd love it to grow really tall and big, and then I'd always have a part of her, and it would be very like sentimental and cute. Actually, kind of interesting story about this plant. It used to be in a different location. It was at the bottom of my stairs, and as you guys know, I have a blind cat. So my cat blindly jumped off the banister, not jumped, walked off the banister of the stairs, and this tree, which is quite flimsy, caught my blind cat. And so I kind of like to think it's a little miracle that she was saved, she didn't get hurt, and she fell into this magic tree. Last but not least, and the most important thing I definitely could not live without, is my cat, Molly. She just woke up, so she's a little discombobulated, but she is 20 and a half years old. I've had her since I was 4, and she's completely blind in both eyes. But she's doing really well. She's healthy, she's happy, and she's always hanging out in my bed. I mean, if she's not in my bed, she's scared and hiding in the closet, but she's usually here, and I just kind of hold her like a little baby. Okay, hey, be nice for our viewers. But she is my little angel. I literally cannot imagine my life without her, since I've had her for so long. And first she was my family cat, then my dad had her, and now she's mine. So she's been through the family, and I just love her so much. Thank you for watching my 10 things I can't live without video. Let me know one thing you can't live without on my OF, and I'm excited to chat with you. Bye.